another episode of the Research and Innovation Podcast. My name is your Uncle Kyle, and of course, you know there is no substitute for quality. Today, I have another interesting guest. I must say that on today's episode, we speak to a trailblazer, one of the first female doctoral graduates from Midland State University. She's also a champion of indigenous knowledge and a researcher whose work is reshaping the way we think about food. I know that when you talk about food, some people start thinking about their favorite types of food, but she's not just into food, it's also about sustainability and community empowerment. So Dr. T. Usai joins us to talk about her journey, her innovation around the indigenous vegetable seed soup thickener, as well as how science, tradition, and community can actually come together to create real solutions for Zimbabwe and beyond. Dr. Usai, we welcome you to the Research and Innovation Podcast.
Thank you. Hello, viewers. My name is Dr. Tekla Usai. I was born in Mashingondanga district, and I did my schooling at Zenguo Primary School, and then went for secondary at Hama Secondary School, a Roman Catholic, and I am a mother of 7.
Wow. All right.
Yes, the national duty was done well. Mother of 7, 4 boys, 3 girls. So I'm here to encourage us on how to eat healthy. We should be able to eat healthy because that will improve our lifelong longevity. As we can say that. So I designed a soup thickener from traditional seeds that are known throughout Zimbabwe and other countries around in the region. That is a soup from pumpkin seeds, cowpeas, and sesame seeds. For the youngsters, you might not know what I'm talking about when I'm saying sesame seeds. But we, in the market, we always see it on those rolls and pans. But now it is a soup. The concept came from rupees. We youngsters may not know that dish we used to, our grandmothers they used to cook for us, whereby you have cowpeas roasted, and you also have peanut butter, and you cook the cowpeas until it's soft, and then you can add peanut butter. And it was used as to eat as it is, or to eat as a relish, sadza. Yes, that is the where the concept of a soup thickener came from. Then I also did my PhD at MSU, but I had started from a BSc at the University of Zimbabwe and a master's in human nutrition at the University of Zimbabwe. So I thought of doing the PhD because it was a requirement to teach at a renowned university like Midland State University. So I designed a diet for people suffering from heartburn or gastroesophagus reflux disease. And I designed the diet. I was able to work in a in a hospital environment with the doctors and the patients. And we administered the diet. Each time when they eat, maybe it's breakfast, they eat the diet that I designed. Lunch, the diet that I designed. They were really hospitalized at United Bulawayo hospitals, where we did this research. And I was able to mix with the regional researchers. When I went to NAFTEC in Botswana to do the analysis of the food that I was giving to the patients, you know. So it was a good experience, and I managed to publish a lot of papers which has to do with the health and the diseases. And those who were suffering from heartburn or gastroesophageal reflux disease, they were able to be healed, because there is many people go to the doctors and they say, I've been given a pylori kit for my heartburn, or some people say nyongo. Then there is a bacteria that causes a heartburn. But that bacteria, when proper food is put together, it doesn't enjoy that food.
Okay.
So the food will be pistachio nuts, broccoli, thyme, and oregano. Thyme and oregano, you use it to prepare the meals, or thyme and oregano, you can have tea. The ratio will be 1:1. 1 thyme, 1 oregano, and you can have it with tea. You can enjoy it because you can put milk, you can, whatever you want to add to the tea. It doesn't have rules to say you can't add milk or sugar. When you simply drink that one. And when you are preparing all the meals, you have to add thyme and oregano, you have to have pistachio nuts, and you have to have broccoli. The bacteria doesn't love those things. It gets killed. So from all the participants that I tested, we tested them and they were positive to H. pylori, all of them. But in the end, when the diet, it only took about 2 weeks being hospitalized. They all were relieved from the horrible bacteria that was going to cause some. In the end, it will cause ulcers and the like. So this was my research to solve health problems. And the other research were for diabetes, to help people in the community how to conquer those diseases. So many publications are on health issues, and also they are on just issues like breastfeeding, breastfeeding properly for the health of the students. And this was my PhD research on reflux disease. And those are the things I later did them. So I published almost about around 32 publications, but they are dealing with helping the body to function properly. Yes.
Okay.
Giving enough nutrition, balanced diet, and this comes from simple things that we see around us.
Wow. Well, Doc, you just spoke about this indigenous innovation of the soup as well, and also trying to solve, in a way, you're actually trying to solve much of the problems for Zimbabwe and Africa today through this project that you've embarked on, because you talked about people suffering from heart diseases, amongst other heartburn as well, which is one of the reasons that prompted you to also come up with this idea. So I will not touch much on the part of this groundbreaking project, because you've already covered that as well. But I also need to ask about sourcing raw materials from communities while protecting the environment. I know that it's not an easy thing. How did you engage local knowledge systems and still align with the sustainability policies like the Nagoya Protocol?
Yes. In the community, they already know these things. And everyone knows pumpkin, everyone knows cowpeas, indumba, nyemba. So sesame seed also done in the rural areas. So this is a common vegetable that has been grown. And we are immense in the community. We go into the community and we talk to the community, we visit the farmers, and we say, we will need your sesame about so and so kgs. We need your beans about so and so kg cowpeas. We need pumpkin seeds. And beside the pumpkin seeds, we also use pumpkin powder. Because if they break those that are not nice, the pumpkins, you can break them and take the seeds out and then dry the pumpkin flesh. Okay. You dry the pumpkin shell to make powder. That will be used for value addition when making cookies or bread or any other, or porridge, so that the ingredients complement each other. So if you add it to porridge, it will the vitamins and nutrients and minerals in pumpkin. It will also help the nutrients in maize meal. So when combined, they complement each other to produce a very healthy porridge, and which children will enjoy, to get rid of malnutrition, and also to be nourished even youngsters and elderly. We can also make, for the elderly now, they need something that is sophisticated. We can make biscuits, cookies from the powder, the pumpkin powder and flour. You can combine the pumpkin powder and cowpeas. And there are very interesting things that can come up from all these traditional foods, all these seeds and the like.
All right. Now, you talked about the seeds as well as from the field. Looking at all that you've mentioned, from the seed to the shelf, is this soup thickener commercially available yet, Doc?
The thickener is now ready for the market. Okay. Since we have done all the sensory tests, we went to some rural areas in Kadoma Chakari, here at MSU, and we did a sensory evaluation whereby we went there and we prepared the soup, and they were able to taste the soup and giving their comments, and really they liked the soup. We also went to Victoria Falls. It was the show, the agriculture show in Victoria Falls, where a lot of children came and they tested, and the adults also tested, and they enjoyed. And they really said, "Ah, we didn't know this thing can produce such nice products, especially when you do porridge, cookies, and add it to any food stuff that you would like to eat and enjoy."
Now, when it comes to most of, especially from the way you explained the soup as well, I would say that because with the challenges that you're trying to tackle, some youngsters may think that the target market for this soup is probably the elderly, who are now probably having ailments or other things. But this soup can actually be available to anyone. What is your target market, Doc, for this?
This one, I have, my target market is for all.
Okay.
For all the urban dwellers and the rural folk, whereby they can be nourished and live healthy with those things. Once it is in a market, you know, youngsters like to buy things on the market. Very soon they are going to buy cookies.
Yes.
From cowpeas and sorghum, cowpeas and pumpkin seeds and all those things, a mixture. But it's a mixture which is wholesome. And when they eat, they will enjoy, because the youngster, they have a sweet tooth, they like sweet things. So I think they will enjoy. And even when they are cooking their meals, they add a little bit in stews. And when roasting chicken, they can actually roll a piece of chicken and fry according to their taste. That powder is just versatile. It can be used in the whole of Africa, or if it were possible, it could go far. Because we are doing research. I've got some affiliates in doing the research. Like I have the Swedish Uppsala University. We are doing research on health of human beings, health, and also microbial resistance, so that people might have a food that is of standard. And also that reminds me, this soup thickener went to the Standard Association, SARS, and it passed, and it didn't have any microbial things in it. It was just good and ready to eat, and safe, in fact,
Yes.
to eat.
So when you look at national development, especially now that everyone looks at the Vision 2030, where does your research sit in that picture, Doc? I mean, what change are you contributing to through this initiative?
Yes, I'm contributing to health to the nation, and also contributing on food security, so that there is more food available that we didn't know before, which was just done by elderly people at home. Now even the youngsters can use that soup, and can do anything about anything with the soup when cooking, when preparing wholesome foods. And this soup has created jobs for other people. And the jobs, I mean, because we as we form a company, we also have people who come to work in those in our company, and also the community will gain. Even if they sometime don't buy our things, but they have an idea that these things combined together can complement each other and bring about good health. Especially the sesame. Sesame is good for ladies, for old one, the menopause ones, to control mood swings, and also some cancers for women, and also for seeds for men now. It is good to protect the prostate cancers because of the nutrients, phytochemicals, antioxidants that are in the pumpkin seeds. And for children also, we have children who suffer from hookworms. Hookworms. You simply roast the nuts and give it to the children, or you simply use the soup to give to the children. That soup also can be made a porridge for children. So the hookworms will die. There are some phytochemicals and phenols and what in the pumpkin seed that kills or destroys the hookworm. When children are not growing properly, we go to the doctors and they give us some medication, and then you keep on watching the child where they go, so that when they do their whatever, you have to take the feces to the doctor so that they can analyze. Sometimes you can see them.
Right.
So it's all the same.
Right.
With giving children pumpkin seeds. Long back we used to say jokingly, what is the relish at your place? We would say, today kune makwaya, meaning the shape of the seed is like brims. So you'll be lying to them and saying kuna makwaya, then we go and just like roasted nuts with salt we can use for salsa. Also pumpkin seeds, you can also roast them and put salt and even peri and eat salsa. So that should be given to people so that these worms that dwell in our tummies or in our intestines are destroyed.
Just out of interest, Doc, usually most foodstuffs that are purported to be helpful to our bodies and to our nutrition usually doesn't taste that good. How tasteful is your soup? I mean, you can taste how tasteful is it? Because most of these medicines that we are given, we try to taste them very hard, but they're not that tasteful. Yes.
Yes. So this one is quite enjoyable because you don't use it alone. That's what I was saying.
All right.
You don't use it alone. This is a soup chicken, isn't it?
Yes.
Whereby you put in chicken, in beef, in vegetables, in whatever you are cooking. You cook them together, and you can enjoy. When something has got salt, really you can enjoy. If it's meat, you can enjoy. So it is used together with other things.
Okay.
Like if you decide to make it a porridge, you put sugar and salt and whatever taste you want.
All right.
We can do that.
All right. And as we narrow down our conversation, for the people out there who also want to support or who also want to learn more, how can they get in touch with your work as well? And I believe that there are also even people who are aspiring to come up with those types of relishes like the one you came up with. What word do you want to give them? Because some of them have tried, but probably their work wasn't recognized. They've never gotten the opportunity that you got.
Okay, on that one, maybe I can just go back a little bit.
Yes.
And when we make these things, it doesn't matter whether you are very rich or poor, you can also enjoy the soup because it is easily available and it is found on all corners of this country. And if you don't want to eat a soup, better you eat cowpea mtakura, what do you call it? Boiled cowpea, or you use pumpkin seeds as peanut butter.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
You can crush it and sieve and put in vegetables. It will look like you've put cream. Because some vegetables like spinach, you can put cream, but you can also use pumpkin seeds to do that.
Okay.
There's a pumpkin seed cream that we, and in this company we are doing a lot of products that has to do with health. Like there are some herbs and condiments that can help with BP, that can help with sugar and all the elements that are so difficult now in the nation. We used to think those who are stout and fat are the ones who suffer from sugar, but even a young boy, thin and what, they suffer, even babies. Recently I visited a hospital and they were taking a sugar test on a baby. So it needs to be, that sugar maybe could be hereditary from the mother, but the mother should be able to eat good foods that can alleviate those things. It promotes industrialization and innovation. And also, Education 5.0, it is fostering on giving the community the skills to produce palatable foods, enjoyable food, at the same time being nutrient dense, which help our health.
All right. I must say that this has been quite insightful talk. But again, as we finish off our discussion, there are young men and ladies who are out there who are aspiring to do what you are doing now, to come up with these innovations in science and food, nutrition, amongst other things. What are your departing words that you need to leave to them?
Research, really, you need to be, I can say, perseverance, and perseverance. Because funding be a problem, and when you lack this funding, it is better to join up with other groups of people or organizations that are especially into food. So you join hands, they can help you to do many things while you are giving them the knowledge on how to do it, and they also fund. So that will help. You may also get loans.
True.
Yes, you can get a loan so that you get a startup capital. But for MSU, for this project, we ask for funds, although they are not much, or they cannot suffice.
there's more that is going to come, and we just want you to make sure that you comment, you share, you subscribe, and make sure that you also share with your loved ones as well. My name is your Uncle Kyle, and we will meet again on the next episode. It's bye bye for now.